Good morning. It's Thursday, August the 7th at about 9 o'clock, and it's only about 75 degrees. That is chilly. That's almost flannel shirt weather in Mississippi. Not at all typical of August in Mississippi. Yesterday I was outside and I thought to myself, it was almost dark. It was about 7:30 or 8, and I thought to myself, it feels like football season weather, because the schools in Mississippi start back in August. It's an old farming thing that happened in where I grew up too. When I lived in New Jersey, it always kind of surprised me that the kids didn't start back to school till at least a month later. But in Mississippi and in Missouri, where I grew up, farm areas, the schools started back in August. So that, and where I grew up is because the schools needed to dismiss during September for cotton picking weather. I picked cotton, so I know all about that. But I'm not really talking about cotton or football weather today. What I really want to talk about is vines, the vines in my garden. In the books, The Secret Garden, several times the vines that surrounded the garden are mentioned. I grow vines around my garden for a very distinctive reason, and it's to create my own secret garden. So I have all kinds of vines, and I'm not sure that I'll do it today, but one day I'll talk about all my vines. But right now I want to talk about this vine, which probably won't bloom for another month, maybe even later than that. But it's a heavenly blue morning glory vine. Notice that it's heart-shaped leaf with a point at the tip. People, I read a funny post this morning somebody else wrote. They compared more. They said that this gorgeous plant that my grandmother grew, it's an Heirloom Morning Glory, has a bad rap because of a cousin who's always doing inappropriate things and makes a bad reputation. And that cousin is the bindweed Morning Glory, which just happens to be growing in my garden. Also, I didn't plant this guy. See that triangular? It's a trefoil, Girl Scout trefoil. It's a 3-lobed leaf. They call it Ivyleaf Morning Glory. What it is just the old common morning glory that grows in fields, grows on ditch banks. It just decided it wanted to grow right here, which is handily right where I've put a trellis for a rose to grow on. Now I don't know whether these little ivy leaf morning glories can be several colors, but usually they're the same color, the same light blue as the heavenly blue morning glory. Now I'm dealing with a serious question right now. Do I yank this up? Every gardening source tells you to get rid of it. Well, the truth of the matter is you can't really get rid of this weedy, they call it a bindweed, this weedy, rural, invasive morning glory, this ivy leaf morning glory. They say that the roots, that roots will reach down 9 feet into the ground, and here's the kicker: the seeds can lie dormant in the ground for 50 or more years. Who knows how long this seed has been waiting to come up. If I yank this one up, there's plenty more underneath there. And I could battle it, but right now I have this network of trellises going around my garden, and I think I'm just going to let it grow for a while. I will be just as successful getting rid of it later as I am now. That's my feeling about it. I open the field for discussion, but actually I love the little flower. The flowers aren't quite as glorious as they are from its. It's like the town mouse and the country mouse, city mouse and the country mouse. This is the country mouse. Heavenly Blue Morning Glory is the city mouse. It's the one that everybody wants. I buy these seeds. I buy these from Burpee. There are several other Heavenly Blue Morning Glory seeds in packets that you can buy at the store that don't make the flowers that this guy makes, these Burpees. I strongly suggest you buy your Heavenly Blue Morning Glory seed from Burpee. I buy it every year and it never fails me.